Hello, sweet friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's gonna be a really different video. So today is all about me, except for the part that's all about you, because you know what? You are amazing. So I have two really important announcements and things that I'm celebrating today. So the first is I finally hit 1,000 subscribers, and I want to thank you so much for helping me hit that goal. That basically means that I'm now monetized, which means that I am going to start getting paid by YouTube, right? So it feels like a legit hobby now, right? Like I'm kind of feeling like a real YouTuber. Okay, so what happened is we were at the Barbie movie. My daughter and I chose some awesome pink dresses, and my husband is an amazing sport. And if he'll let me, I'll put a picture up. We'll see. We'll see how he feels. But he wore this really cool, like pink and white stripe on one side and flamingo on the other side Ken outfit. It reminded me so much of like the little Ken outfits from our childhood, except it didn't have Velcro. It actually had, I think it was buttons. I don't know. We're gonna say it was buttons. And then like elastic and strap. It was hilarious. We were looked at by so many people. It was amazing. But I don't know that it was admiration. Okay. But when we left, okay, y'all, I don't know if you've seen it, and this is kind of shocking, but I cried quite a bit during that movie. So we get up, the movie ends. It was a really good one, and I'm not saying anything else because I don't want to spoil anything. The crazy thing is that you would think that it was a kid's movie, but it was PG-13. Okay. So at the end, my husband looks over at me and he's like, "How many subscribers do you have?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, I completely forgotten about it. I was so engrossed in this movie." And so I pulled it up and I was at 995. I was like, "Oh my gosh, we are so close." Okay, so by about 6 o'clock that night, I hit 1,000, and my mom calls and my sister-in-law calls, and the whole time my little brother who I work with had been texting me. He's like 995, 996. I mean, it was like a huge family celebration. And so at the end of this video, I'm going to have a little celebration with you. I'm gonna share our family's newest secret cake recipe. So prepare yourself. It's gonna be amazing. So basically, all that said, I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I have had the absolute best week, and I owe it all to you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So my second piece of news is that I have my first collaboration. And this is not like a real collaboration. It's not like I've designed anything. It's like brand X Meredith. No, that's not how this is. It's kind of a gifted collaboration is what I think they're called. And what that means is a brand found me on YouTube and sent me an email asking if I would accept a gift from them, which the gift is the clothing, and I will share that with you. So I'll tell you that this is not the first brand that has done this. I've had several others. They weren't things that I felt were right in this sphere, right? I've had a software company, and I've had a hair drying company, and I thought, you know what? I mean, hair would work, but I don't even know how I'd incorporate it. So no, I'm not going to do it. But this was a clothing company, and I was so excited. Okay, this brand is Amortu. Okay, Amortu emailed me, and they kind of explained the details, and they asked me to pick out some items from their website, and I was so excited, like legit kind of geeking out, right? And so I go onto the website and I start looking at some of these gorgeous pieces, and I was so excited. But then I looked at the size range, and most of them are small to extra large. I like swallowed my pride a little bit, and then I went and basically wrote her and said, "You know what? Thank you so much, but this is not right for me, you know, farewell." And so adios, adios. And she wrote back and she's like, "Well, you know what? Actually, could you send me your measurements? I would like your height, your weight, your bust, and your waist measurement." And I was like, "Well, that's very intrusive after a goodbye, right?" And so I decided to send those things. I was a little bit skeptical about sending my weight to a stranger, but it all worked out. She ended up sending me some things back, and she's like, "You know what? I've got this selection of items that will fit you based on your measurements." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I thought that there were some cute things in there. And so I replied and I was like, "You know what? I really appreciate you doing that. It made me feel nice." And I sent some shirts, and then it's basically one dress style, and I sent the prints that I thought were cute. And she ended up sending me every single one of them. Let me grab them. Okay, y'all, so these are some super fun little shorty summer dresses. And look, this is one of my like favorite prints ever. I love red. I think red's, I like red on me, but red is just like bar none my absolute favorite color. I've got this green that is super versatile. It can be Christmas, it can be holiday, it can be just about anything. And y'all, I say summer, these all have long sleeves, right? But they're a really nice polyester that is super breathable. So they're great for the summer here. We have super mild winters. I can easily wear some of these for Christmas, which is why there's this super fun guy, but I got this because I thought it would be amazing for like our family Christmas photos. I always have a lot, and I'm sure you'll end up seeing it because my Christmas tree is right here whenever it comes that time. But I do a whole lot of buffalo plaid, white buffalo plaid, this pretty little kind of, it reminds me of a Scotty dog. I don't know what this plaid is. It's just like I think maybe just a tartan plaid. But I was so excited. I was so excited to get them in, and I cannot wait to try them on. So I'm gonna kind of try these on for you back to back. I've got some different accessories that I can put on with them to kind of show you what I can do with them. And one thing that I do want to note is this is the first collaboration that I have accepted, but I also have 2 others in the works. My most important relationship in all of this is my relationship with you. And I just want to make sure that I've got that out there because it's very important to me. If I don't have your trust, then what do I really have? And you need to be able to trust me. Just like with all of these subscription boxes, I've been able to tell you what I like, what I don't like. But the cool thing is we've explored some really awesome brands. And so we're gonna keep on doing it. I just wanted to let you know that I have you in mind when I bring these items in. So these don't fit me like the model, but you know what? What really fits me like that fits the model? I'm not the model. I'm like, so here we go. I'm gonna try the first one on. I decided to start with the 2 tees because they're not as exciting to see, but y'all, they are super comfortable. I wish that there was a way that you could feel them, or you know what? How about a scale, like a softness scale? Because I come into this all the time. Like whenever I have dresses and things that are in subscription boxes that I think I always say like it's buttery soft, but it's not like a t-shirt. But okay, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna take like buttery soft, like imagine, y'all have felt it. Whenever you feel something, you're just like, ooh. It's kind of, if you've ever bought like the Torrid super soft pajamas, like that, okay? That's my number 1, right? 1 on the softness scale. And we're gonna go up to a 5. And 5 is like a plain old Hanes t-shirt, right? Like not like the single buy ones, the ones that are in a 5-pack, okay? So we got 1 to 5. So 1, buttery soft. Ooh, it's amazing. And then 5, like, I could wear that. It's a little scratchy and could use some fabric softener, right? Okay, so I say that this long sleeve shirt is a solid 2. It is soft, it feels comfortable. I enjoy the feeling on my arms. It is super long sleeve. The back tails are a little bit longer than the front, which I kind of like because it covers up my bum just a little bit. And then I like that it pulls up because it gives me, you know, in that last video, I was talking about how we had some side tucks and that kind of helps. I think that this kind of does it on its own. I don't really like tucked in things, but I can tuck it in for you. The reason that I don't love tucked in is that on most figures, this is certainly not scientific, but it is best to have a waist or something that you see at your smallest part. My smallest part is below my bust, which is why I think that surplice looks great on me. Impure waist or empire waist, whatever I want to call it, looks great on me. So whenever I tuck in and my pants are not to my waist, I just don't think it's quite as flattering. I might watch this and change my mind, I'm unsure, but I do really like it. This shirt is $23, but they have offered a 30% discount to anyone who's ordering from them, and y'all, my code, it's BIG30. BIG 30. I think that they were just trying to shorten up big on style, but we're just be like, hey, it's the big 30. I don't know, but But that brings it down to about $16, which in the event that you find something on the site that you like, it would be awesome to add a plain tee that you know feels awesome. If you are taller, the long sleeve is so nice and super long, but on that same token, if you're shorter or have shorter arms, it might be too long. So I'm gonna try the next one. Okay, I started out tucked in so that I could pull it out. This purple is actually not quite as soft as the long sleeves. So I'm gonna say that this is a 3 on my new fangled softness spectrum. A 3, good job. Okay, so it is soft, like way better than the t-shirt. Better than a lot of like the graphic tees that I've gotten at Torrid. And y'all, Torrid has been like my go-to for years, and so that's how I normally compare things. I'm sorry if that doesn't relate to you, but it's the best way I know how to do it, because otherwise I want you to reach in and feel it. And you know, okay, so I don't absolutely love it tucked in, but this is like a straight bottom. And so out, I think it's actually fine. It's got a nice length to it. So I tucked it in my little belt loop. And I think that that is really cute. So what would possibly keep me from purchasing this, and it's not a negative, it's a personal preference, is this detail here. So it does add some interest to the top, but I love wearing necklaces, and I wear long necklaces, but because of the long necklaces that I wear, and I tried a few on, it's almost like it doesn't come out far enough or goes in too far, so it kind of distracts from the design. So I'd have to go necklace free, which y'all don't see me in necklaces all the time. I always wear long necklaces because of the microphone situation. I still have a little bit of PTSD from the previous microphone that has messed up like 8 of my videos that eventually I'm gonna get out to you if I can ever fix the audio. Sad stuff, y'all. I think that this is a completely nice, serviceable tee. It's definitely wide enough in the shoulders. These 2 shirts are in their little plus size section. The plus size section is not super extensive, that going and looking at things and looking at your measurements are the way to go. So if you're close to my size, I'm like a 22W typically, then looking at the t-shirts in plus size and then looking at this other style will be the way to go. If you're any smaller, it opens up a lot more options. And if you do wear a larger size, then there are some other shirt options that are in there as well. All right, I'm gonna try on the first dress. All right, you know what? I hadn't even thought about this, but since I was already wearing the jeans, I decided to put it on like a tunic over it, and I kind of love it. Like, it feels very rodeo. I put the white belt that I was wearing earlier on it. I could see like throwing on some boots and going to watch the show. Y'all, I'm proud to be a Texan, but when we go to the rodeo, we're not normally going for country western stars unless they're like really big. Like, I think that we've seen Garth Brooks once, but like we've gone to Fall Out Boy. Like, I like my music hard and alternative. But yeah, I think that this is cute. I'm gonna take off the belt. I just wanted you to be able to see, like, imagine this in different ways. I love this print, but it's not my very favorite of them. I'm saving my favorite for last, but I do think it's cute. It's very flowy. It's tied on top, and then it has a kind of a balloon sleeve, but it could definitely fit looser. And I may, like, as time goes on, do like a recap and come back and see how things go. But I do think it's adorable. The next one, I'm not gonna be wearing jeans with. There is something about this print that is so me. Y'all, I have already worn this to the pool, and whenever I go to the pool, I'm not going to swim, I'm going to socialize. And so I'm not wearing a swimsuit. I am wearing little shorties under it, but everyone loved it. I feel like it's big and bold, and you just kind of walk in and make a little statement. It is super flowy. It is very summery. Let me tell you, last year's Meredith never would have worn something this short, but I'm really kind of embracing it this year. I've gotten a lot of things that are shorter in my boxes, and I've felt a little bolder. And let me tell you, I am now wearing short and sleeveless, where I never did before, even though my arms are flabby. And then I'm also wearing shorts. Even though my legs are definitely not perfect, I'm wearing shorter skirts and same. I'm wearing dresses that are tighter, even though I have like lumps and bumps everywhere. But you know what? I have gotten more compliments this year than I ever have, and it's because I'm wearing things that I love and I feel good in them. And I think that that means more than anything else possibly could. So I like it. All right. This one is actually kind of probably my least favorite I still like it, but it's really because of nostalgia. I feel like the cheetah kind of washes me out a little bit. I'm super pinky, and there's something about the way that it blends that I don't just love. But y'all, it's still super flowy. I decided to go leggings with this. But when I was in college, I went to Baylor, and I did one of those like luck of the draw roommates. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, you never met, you're from different towns. So hopefully she's not watching this. But we won't go there. You basically wrote each other. I don't even know if we wrote emails. I think that, y'all, I'm pretty sure we had to call each other. I think that's how we communicated. I don't even remember having an email address in high school. No, unsure. We had America Online, and like the phone cord that went all the way up the stairs, right? Like it went through the kitchen, like through the living room, up the entryway and up the stairs, and that's how you connected. Right? Okay. So my roommate in college and I called and we coordinated, and I'm sure that girls still do that now. We coordinated bedding, right? And so like, and all of our, like we split up things to buy, like, hey, you buy the mini fridge, I'll buy the carpet, you buy the TV stand, I'll bring the TV, so on, right? And so I think I kind of like it with the belt, all right? And so lo and behold, we decided that our theme was going to be cheetah print. We did cheetah, leopard, snow tiger, and then like the white cheetah print. Is that like snow cheetah? I don't know, but maybe it's just white cheetah print. But so we did that. Let me tell you, I saw this dress and I was like, oh, that makes me feel young. Let's do it. Okay, so here we are with the cheetah print summery blouse. I do think that I like it better with the little belt. Yeah. Okay, I totally lied to you. I said that I'm saving the best for last, but it's because I hadn't really sussed this one out. Y'all, I love it. Like, I feel like I'm so ready for Christmas. And it's funny because whenever I did the collaboration, like I accepted the terms, which the terms were they send me stuff and I make a video. It said a summer dress collab, right? And I knew good and well whenever I chose this print that I wouldn't pitch in a summer dress. Okay, so for you guys who have the only winter that I've ever known, this is ideal. Like, it is long sleeve, but it's lightweight. You could throw on a little scarf or sweater and be totally comfortable in your little cozy 7-degree inside. I think that this belt adds so much. Oh my gosh. And I decided to leave these on because I thought the black went well with it, and I think it is so cute. I would probably not do like the little lacy end leggings. I would probably do like a long black and then do a nice little boot, maybe a boot with some fur. What's with the fur? I think that I love this. So my photographer, one of my 2 favorite photographers in the world, she's not the one who took that picture, but I'll show you the picture over there that she did take. She has just posted like her Christmas minis, and let me tell you, if y'all live in the Houston or surrounding areas, I highly recommend it. 100% worth the price. She does an amazing job, but she just put out her Christmas minis, and I think that I might have to book one because this is awesome. I've literally never thought about like booking around my outfit. Okay, I love this. Prior to putting the black belt on that last one and creating what can only be described as Christmas magic, this was my favorite. I have it with a little black belt right now, but I think that my favorite is just with no belt. It is, for some reason, I don't know if the fabric is a little bit different, but this feels like the most flowy of all of them on me. Like, I guess it just honestly feels the most versatile. I feel like I could put just about anything under it. If I put on black leggings, I could wear it to work if I dressed it up. If I just wanted to go out with the girls, I could wear it with nothing under it. I can pair it with black, I can pair it with brown, I can pair it with white. I think that this one is pretty great. And so somehow I made it all the way through all 5 of these without talking to you about the price. Okay, so these little dresses are like $32 and some change, like enough change to make them $33. And with that 30% discount, they come to like 23 bucks. So if you're looking for a good little summer dress, this is the way to go. I didn't find shipping to be that long. I mean, it was here within a week. And really my experience with them has been pretty fantastic. If you guys do use them, please let me know. And I've got a code down in the bottom. All right, now we're gonna go to the celebration. All right. So here are the ingredients to our cake. I know that this is a little unconventional. I actually used to be a baker. I like to cut on a cookie sheet as opposed to a cutting board, because whenever you cut a watermelon, you get a lot of juices and they go into that nice little reservoir that's hanging around, but there's no way I can lift that up without it going all over, and I just prefer this way. But so like I said, I used to be a baker, and when I was baking, I specialized in sugar cookies. Loved making them. I also made really extravagant cakes. I did it for a lot of our birthdays, my family's in general, but I stopped baking probably about 6 months after I was diagnosed with diabetes. It just wasn't conducive to maintaining my health. I stopped baking, but then for birthdays and things, I still would make cake, and then I just wouldn't eat it. Or I'd eat it and then I wouldn't do very well. So one year, it was my birthday, and my mom said that she had the cake taken care of. My mom is not a baker. Like, I can really remember one Christmas, I went shopping with my dad to go get a gift for my mom, and we went to Walmart and we ended up getting her a KitchenAid. And whenever she opened it on Christmas morning, she's like, what in the world would I do with that? I think we need to take it back and get something sensible. And so, yeah, so she is not a baker. So what I did was I just sliced that watermelon, and then I cut this in half. So I go over for my birthday, and my mom is so excited to show us the cake. And y'all, the cake was this gorgeous, I think that mine was a 3-tiered watermelon cake. It was beautiful. It was delicious. The kids loved it. I felt so incredibly loved and included. And yeah, so I just wanted to share with you our amazing birthday cake that is one of our favorite family traditions. We've been doing it for about a year, and my mom actually makes it for pretty much all the birthdays. I think my dad actually does the cutting. They live like 8 houses away, which is pretty awesome. All right. So we've got one out. And just so you know, like, we eat all of this. I cut it up, I'll put it in containers in the fridge, and my family's huge watermelon eaters. So nothing goes to waste. The good thing is that the cook gets the spoils. Oh, wow. I have not had a good watermelon this year. This is amazing. All right, this was my favorite stand. It's like a combination Lazy Susan and cake stand. This may be the top layer, I'm unsure just yet, but I want to get it out of the way so I can cut the next one. All right, so now we're cutting watermelon number 2. Whenever we had extra cake, we would always send it to the office, and there were always people at the office that didn't want cake because they were watching what they ate. Sometimes they had dietary restrictions, that kind of thing. Y'all, no one at any office is turning down watermelon. Okay. I think we're keeping this a 2-tier jobby. I'm gonna set these aside. And then to garnish, another amazing thing about having your parents live right down the street is that my parents happen to be awesome gardeners. And y'all, my dad works with me, is amazing. And so is my mom. And so they always have a fresh, awesome garden that is ready for the pickings. And so this is mint, and we got kind of the woodier stems, and then we string blueberries on the mint. And let me tell you, the decorating of this cake is really just kind of whatever fruit your family's gonna eat. A lot of times we do strawberries on it. Sometimes we do blackberries. Today, we went to Whole Foods to return something from Amazon, and there were some really nice looking plums. And so my daughter and I picked out some plums. But the cool thing about the blueberries is that they are just so easy, especially if you have a nice like woodier section. They're easy to string. And then we kind of just put it on the cake a little bit like garland. All right, once I have all my blueberries strung, then I just take whatever kind of fruit I'm working with. My husband likes to think of this as like a fruit salad done in a different way because he knows it's not cake. He's like, we're not kidding anyone. Don't call it cake. I kind of like calling it cake because it makes me feel like I can have a great big piece and I'm doing just fine. We like to just pile fruit up on top because it makes it look so pretty. If you are taking this somewhere, I would recommend putting the fruit that goes on top in a little Tupperware container. Otherwise, you're gonna have a mess when you get there. Our watermelon is not like buttercream. But yeah, so there she is. She's beautiful. Hang on just a minute and I'll get the best part. Now the cake is done and the best part of a celebration is someone to celebrate it with. This is my daughter Rebecca and this is my husband Ross.
Hi.
And so we are going to share the cake. And whenever you cut this bad boy, there's gonna be a mess and that's all right.
Take one of those.
You want one?
Yeah. It's my favorite part.
All right, would you hand me some plates?
Absolutely. For you, Rebecca. And for you. And one for me.
Of course.
Absolutely.
So, first piece for Ross. Second piece for Rebecca. You're welcome. Third piece is for me. Let's see, I think that you guys we need one more of these guys out here. And then the fourth piece is for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.